This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams. Two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off of bye week, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. EA Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kurt Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kurt. Let's get this game going. And the Golden Eagles will kick this deep to get us going. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
So second down after the incompletion. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. He pulls in the catch. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So instead of trying to pin the opponents deep with a punt, they'll go for it on 4th down. First drive of the game. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1 they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here's the second down play. And the same runner's got it again. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on 3rd down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
So the first drive of the game, instead of punting and pitting the opponent deep, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's got it. A 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on fourth down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field, get him the football on fourth down, come up with a conversion, keep those sticks moving.
They're going to run it. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Alabama. Horrible field position to start the drive, but they just march right down the field and get points.
Chris, this offensive coordinator deserves a raise after that opening drive. The way they orchestrated this inside their own 15 to come away with points, impressive.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Now they get set to kick it away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Here comes a jet sweep. A quick juke. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. The Golden Eagles will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the first down here on this next play.
A change of direction. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Well, the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Quick, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
And the Golden Eagles are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the shotgun. And that's a solid gain from the defense able to bring him down. No huddle now for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Scanning the field. It's Cooper. And he'll lost it to the end zone. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here,
Chris. They're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
It's 4th down and 4 to try to keep the drive going. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Graham down the middle. It's Shimani. The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out.
Chris, I like the call here, going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
It's a run to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The gain moves the ball to the 34.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Caught near the sticks. It's Daly. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yards to set up a fresh set of downs.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past. We're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the out route. He'll step out after a nice gain there, and the offense will have 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown time.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's man. And they stop it at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Here comes the Southern Mississippi offense back out on the field. And the back now goes in motion. He'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. To throw, it's Cooper. They pressure him and get it. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Caught over the middle. It's Jamania. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure to allowing him to sit back and pick apart the zone defense.
Stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. And on the carry, he's heading left. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Why in the world did the offensive coordinator and head coach decide to go for it inside their own red zone? It's a peculiar choice for this offense.
Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Looking for some space. It's Hicks. Breaking tackles. I used the stiff arm there. Defense wasn't buying it when he hit him down. Just a short game.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it seems like a screen pass is either feast or famine. You either completely fool the defense and you've got a lot of room to run behind a convoy of blockers, or there's just nowhere to go and the play gets blown up as we see here.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he'll drop back here on third down. Pressure is coming. Trying to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there. And now it's a fourth down call.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down. Do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
The Golden Eagles offense back on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Cooper. The pocket breaking down. Dump off caught by the running back. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. The Golden Eagles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground. By doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Stays aggressive after failing on the last 2 fourth down attempts. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. This is the 6th play on the drive. To throw, it's Cooper. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Jamania. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. And the Golden Eagles will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. Here we go on 4th down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Handoff to the back. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
The 18 makes it a 17-7 game. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. And we're going to throw now on first down. Caught quickly. They've got him after a 7-yard gain. So second and 3.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Escapes the pocket. No fear shown by the freshman quarterback to pick up the first down himself. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. It'll bring up second down.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on second down. That's reeled in. It's Daly. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's got it right near the end zone. He takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Looking to throw. It's Cooper. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Jukes past the defender. He's in the clear. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there. This will likely be the last play of the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Takes the ball and heads to the left. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Southern Miss offense is back out there now. First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. The back's got it. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Looks left and finds his target there. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it second and medium. They're going to run it here. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Running game is working. Let's stick with it on first down. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
To the air. It's Cooper. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Send the back in motion. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Oh, he misfires again. 3 in a row.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. Getting close to midfield now. They bring it down to the 47.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
The game makes it second and medium. And the running back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Running out of time in the pocket. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
After the sack on first down, it's second down.
42 Spider. 4-2
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
On the set.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense.
Gorilla.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Here comes the Southern Mississippi offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's second down. To the air. It's Cooper. Quick throw over the middle. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made at the 24 as they began to put a drive together.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
Fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Good enough for the first down to the 37. The Golden Eagles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Great cut. They whiff on him. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the wideout goes in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here comes the up-tempo offense. And now the running back's got it again. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Cannot connect. Incomplete. And now fourth down.
Third down and short, they decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
Down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Back to pass. It's Cooper looking for his big tight end. Finds his man, has the first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. And the Golden Eagles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll hand it off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Looking for 6. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete. And one final play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check him out. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
The extra point is good. They cut the lead to 10, 24-14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Catch made on the right side. Powers through a tackle. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Now here's the toss play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
2nd down after that previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Hicks. Gets some space around the 30. Breaks it into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone.
Get set, get set.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock.
Great job by the running back to staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Got it.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone.
And blue.
Quarterback still with the football. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
An extra point up and good makes it a three-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Golden Eagles offense back on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Dropping back, it's Cooper. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Makes the catch, but the throw pulled him out of the field of play. Incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. He's going to launch it deep again. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. But with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. The Golden Eagles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Back in motion now. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. And the Golden Eagles will come to the line to run the hurry up. Now we run a draw play. Runs through the defender. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense in hurry up mode. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And moves the ball to the 35 and another first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that one on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Cooper. Fires it to the wideout. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And the 2-point conversion is good, cutting the lead down to 9. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. So this game is not over yet. The score just got a little bit tighter. How will they play it? How aggressive in the play call? And they'll tackle about the 23-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Russ sets the formation. It's 3rd down. And the back gets the football. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback just kneels down. Well, this head coach told us we've prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things that they did to counter how the